Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football.
All right, Coach, EA Sports Cup. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And let's take a look at the Texans offense.
DeAndre Hopkins was named All-Pro for the first time in 2017, and really don't have to do much but look at the statistics to know why. 4 touchdown grabs in 2016, jumped that up to 13 in 2017. That led all NFL receivers. Also added in 96 catches and close to 1,400 yards. DeAndre Hopkins' ability to get free in the secondary is a marvel, mainly because of head fakes and body control.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that'll set them back 5. Now that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 17 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown. Now Leonard Fournette.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. On the run, it's Fournette. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And now a look at the offense for Jacksonville.
An offensive line play is not something that comes to mind readily, but it's always a big key in a ball game. And already these guys, they're getting it done up front. As we've seen this rushing attack have some early success.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he rifles one incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. On the defensive side here, the starters for the Texans. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Minshew sets to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills and brought down, but not before reaching the 25. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On second down, a run with Breida. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Third and long, it's Watson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. This is Fournette. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. On second down, here's Fournette. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's Minshew, and it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Breida. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. To throw is Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. A very solid gain of 27. Watson on 1st down. It's complete to Fuller. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Running from the gun, Johnson. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. On 2nd and 12, Minshew. That one's complete to Tomlinson. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
Encroachment, defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Oh, he nearly picked it. Maybe daylight in front of him if he could have held on. Instead, 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The open man is Westbrook. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Fielded at the 33. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. He's going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Minshew, he'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Now Minshew. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. DJ DJ Reader, able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They run with Breida, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. A shotgun snap for Watson. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Johnson, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. This is Breida. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Watson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll run with Fournette. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Fournette. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Watch out for him on the return. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. Screen play, Johnson. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Watson, that's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Watson on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They'll throw now on the final play, and they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off play action, it's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. They'll go play action here with Minshew. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, here's Breida. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson, wide open receiver, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Faking the give. Now Watson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson to throw on 3rd down. He's got Fuller. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Fournette pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. In on the tackle, it was Duke Ejiofor. From the 41, Minshew. That one complete. He finds Shark. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. A quick throw complete to Chark. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, Minshew to throw. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Looking to throw it. Minshew to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Minshew. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown. Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now it's Watson. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. To throw is Watson. Off the bootleg. Escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Minshew, 1st and 10. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Minshew sets to throw. Underneath, pulled in by Tomlinson. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. It'll be Minshew again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. A handoff to Fournette, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now it's Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 15. He'll drop to throw. Underneath, pulled in by Tomlinson. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Off of play action, it's Watson. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And he'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll set up a throw. Completes it to Lee. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On the set. Clear.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll get it down here to the 43. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They'll look to throw.
Well, they picked up a little.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Back to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll look to throw. That's out to his running back, Fournette. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So on now is the kicker, Josh Lambo. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.